What's up, everybody? Welcome back to LSPDFR tutorial videos number 2. In this video, we're going to be installing Arrest Manager, Traffic Policer, and Police Radio, and maybe another one depending on how long it takes to do those and verify that they're working. Alright, so we're picking right up where we left off. It's been like 5 minutes. I went to use the restroom and all that good stuff. So we're going to pick right up where we left off. So we're still in the same file that we just put all that stuff in. I still got my same. I haven't even put the first one up on YouTube yet. So, open this up. We go back to LSPDFR, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to scripts and plugins. And we'll go down till we find the one that we're looking for. And there's the first one, Traffic Policer. And you're going to scroll down, you're going to hit download. Always pick the one that's got the closest rage hook to you, which for us is 45, so you're going to want the one that says 41 plus. So hit download. Type in the we're not a fake person, which is 2429. Or maybe it wasn't. Was that it that time? Your name, maybe? Alrighty then. 101. Well, that's odd. So we'll just try it again. Okay, well, it won't even take me to the download page. There we go. No? Six, 1, 2, 1. Yeah. Alrighty then. Let's try this. Try reloading the page. Maybe that'll work. There we go. Alrighty. So we'll minimize that. It'll pop up nice and big here and pull this stupid thing up. Get rid of that. And the same as last time. Traffic Police is right here. We're going to move it over into the mods folder. And we're going to get rid of this. And there it is. And we'll open up the Grand Theft Auto folder. And this is where I find a lot of people get confused on where to put some of this stuff. Always read the documentations. It shows, he's even got installation tutorials on how to do it, but I'll show you how to do it. You go into the installation, it's going to tell you right here, install the Rage plugin, Hook 41, and LSPDFR 3.1, which you don't need to do this part because you've already got 45 in there and it works with it. Drag the contents of this folder, the Grand Theft Auto 5 folder, into your own Grand Theft Auto folder. Replace merge all files prompting. Then you can edit the INI, and I'll show you what all that is. So you're going to go back here, and we'll make sure you're in your main folder, which we are. Grand Theft Auto. All of this, just like this, is going right in here. You don't need to go in here and pull these all out individually. And I think that's what a lot of people try to do. They try to go in here and they pull all these out individually and try putting them where they go. You don't. Take all this, move it right over. Done. And if we come over here and we verify, plugins, LSPDFR, there's Traffic Policer. And a lot of people are also under the impression or assume that the plugins have to go in the plugins. They'll take this LSPDFR stuff and they'll put it in this plugins folder. It does not go in there. It goes in here. And I've also seen a lot of people, they'll take the stuff and they'll put them in this folder. It doesn't go in here either. The police scanner goes in here because that's where all the stuff related to the talking goes. All right, so we're back to the main folder. And that's it. That's it for Traffic Policer. The one thing you can do, and I'll do it while I'm here, and this is how I set it up, so that if you guys want it that way, then you can do it that way. You're going to go into plugins. You're going to go to LSPDFR, and you're going to click on the INI one, which is the configuration. And then you're just going to set it all up to however you want. Yeah, so you just go through and make sure right here where it says the following values can be true or false. No capital letters. Make sure you do that. And then you just go through and set it up how you want. And I always do 1 Lincoln 16, even though because there's no option for 1637. Officer display name override. Put my last name. And a lot of this stuff you can change as you go. Show ticket window. I don't do that because it's frame rate. And this is just all about the times, how fast something responds, how often something or a call out is wanted, and stuff like that. You can go through here and change these out however you see fit. I usually leave them alone. I don't usually mess with them because it starts you off in miles per hour. I mean, this is a good place to go if you want to learn where all the buttons and stuff are, keys and stuff, or you can set them up to however you want. But like I said, I don't normally mess with any of this stuff. I leave it alone. Yeah. So the stuff that I did do, we'll hit File, Save, Exit Out, and that's done. And we're now done with Traffic Policer. I do, however, have to do this real quick, because that's how I roll for you guys. Yeah, it's a long one. All right, back up. And the next one, we're going to hit the back button, and we'll go on to the next one, which is going to be either Arrest Manager or... There it is. Arrest Manager is next. I just go down the line. Whichever one's next is the one I grab. So we'll click on Arrest Manager. And there it is. And for you guys, I will do this again. If I spelled it wrong, I don't care. Okay, I did. All right, good. All right, there's Arrest Manager. So now we're going to come down here. We're going to hit download. And again, you're going to pick the one that's closest to the version you've got. One way you can verify is it says Arrest Manager 7400. If you want, you can run down here to the bottom and see where his newest ones are. Hit change log, and his newest one is 7400. So click on the newest one. If you're doing a brand new install, always click on the newest one. We can have problems again. There we go. I wonder why this is a problem all of a sudden. Well then. Well, this is new. Alrighty then. Well, that is a fairly new issue. If I'm going to have to do this every time, that's going to get irritating. Not really sure why it's doing that. Huh. Strange. Strange. Alright, well, same thing. I'm going to take this and right into the LSPDFR mods folder. Close that. Minimize that. We'll open this up. And the rest manager. Now what I do, now that I'm done with Traffic Police, I'll put it in this install folder. I guess you could technically put the installs in here and then put the mods in there when you're done. I'm a little ass backwards today. So we'll click on Arrest Manager. And this Albo does his all the exact same. Every one of them. Read the readmes. They tell you the whole thing. So again, on this one, just like Traffic Policer. Why that got fatter, I don't know. So just like Traffic Policer, I'm going to go back. We're going to click on the Grand Theft Auto folder. All these. Now, you don't technically need to do these because you already put them in there. And if you click on it, just one click on it, it should 6100. 6100. So you don't technically need to put these back in. To be on the safe side, grab them all, run them over, let them go. Replace all the files in the replace or merge, and then you can close this. Okay, then again, plugins. See, you notice how the plugins aren't in here, aren't in this folder here. A lot of people, you'll see all the plugins listed right here in this folder, and plugins that pertain to LSPDFR alone do not go in here. They go into the LSPDFR folder. Alright. This one right here is so that you can set up different transport regions and transport world districts. I've never messed with that. I don't know how to mess with that because it doesn't matter to me. I have a truck come pick them all up anyway. Alright, so you're going to go into the REST Manager configuration. And this is, again, same thing as the last one. This is where you just change the stuff that you want to change. Yeah, so yep. And if you have different trucks in the game, you can tow truck, you can put it there. Yeah, so this tells you where you can get all the actual list of key bindings you can use. Not really a whole lot to change in there. In fact, I don't even think it asks you for an officer name, because it's just the arrest manager. And it doesn't. Yep, so you can hit save, not that you did anything. And that's it. That's it for Arrest Manager. So we'll close this. And I am going to move that there. And we're going to take all these and put them in the mods folder because that's where they go. And then this one goes in there. If you hear my daughter in the background, I'm sorry. So, hold on a minute. Sorry about that. My daughter came home. Had to make her be quiet. All right. Now this is where all the mods that are done are. An arrest manager is done, so we can put that in there. So these are all the mods that you have and that are installed in the game. And from now on, we'll put them in the install folder. Okay. The next thing you're going to need is police radio. So we're going to do that this way because I'm tired of messing with that, doing it the way it wants to do because it's an outlaw. Scripts and plugins, and you're just going to scroll down till you find police radio. Nope. Maybe. Hasn't been updated in a while, apparently. That or I missed it. If you hear noise in the background, I apologize. My daughter just got home from school. Where is police radio? Don't worry, we're going to be doing LSPDFR Plus and all them good things. Alrighty then. Did I miss it? Maybe I missed it. No, I didn't miss it. I'm getting old, but I'm not that old. Alright then. Maybe I did miss it. We're also going to be putting that in another video. And I highly recommend you download this, and I'll show you what it does in a future video. We're also going to be doing Computer Plus. Where in the world? After a few of these, you'll see that it is all very, very simple. There, oh, I did pass it. Police radio. Okay, there it is. All right, so gonna hit download, and it's doing it this time. So now we'll hit this, copy that, and police radio. And paste. Enter. Close. Alright. And we'll minimize that. And we're going to pull this right out of here. And we're going to put it right in the install folder. Alright. And then we can get rid of this. Open the install folder. We'll open this up. And again, it's got readmes and Grand Theft Autos and all kinds of good stuff in here. Alright. Alright. So first thing we do is the readme. Because always do the readmes. Replace and merge all the files. You can edit them by yourself if you want, but I don't recommend it. Alright, so Grand Theft Auto. Now, some people go into plugins and LSPDFR. You don't need to do that. All you have to do is take this folder and hold it over, hover it, and done. And if you go in here, and you know, police radios right here and right here. Note, and again, I stress this enough, it is not in here. It has to go in the plugins, Grand Theft Auto, plugins, LSPDFR, and then you'll find the police radio. And then here's the audio stuff for it, and then here's your actual files. So click on the INI, and we'll change the name. Department 10 codes. This is where you can change your coroner vehicle if you have another one in. The type of cops that come. Sorry, it was a work text. The type of cops that come for backup, settings for additional backup, everything is in here. Chances are you know what a lot of this stuff is. Traffic stop observation window. That's the one I wanted false. So I set the wrong one and the other one. And then this is all your keys for controlling everything. So that's all pretty self-explanatory. All right, so file, save. And then I'm going to go back to traffic policer because I set something to false I didn't want. Oh, yes, I did want that false. Okay, so I was right. Okay, good. All right. So that's it for those three. So we've installed traffic policer, we've installed police radio, and we've installed arrest manager. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into game, like last time. And it's going to ask you about some new files now that are new. And note, it's only asking you about the ones that are in the actual game folder. It's not asking you about anything in the plugins or anything like that. So click yes. Mine's going to pop up with an error when it loads. Actually, I want to hit settings. This will bring up the settings page because I want to go into advanced and I want to take that off. And then I want it to load all plugins on startup. And we're going to hit save and launch. And mine's going to tell me that it's an error for some reason. All you do when it does that is wait till it does this and then double click it again and then hit OK. And then it'll load just fine. And then my camera's going to disappear when it goes into game, but that's okay because you don't want to see my ugly face anyway. So we'll go into game and we'll try those out. Make sure they're working. My phone never stops. Alright, so we go into game. See, this is the screen I like where it says it's loading. Where it says loading and populating game world. Like I said in the last video, 90% of the time if it's going to crash, it's going to crash on that. 90% of the time. There are times it doesn't, but most of the time that's when it's going to do it. And usually it's if you got a car variations file wrong or something like that. Get out of the car before I get copyrighted. Alright, so now we're in game. And you saw where it said LSPDFR was loaded. Everything else loads automatically once you go on duty. So we'll go in here and we'll go on duty. Yeah, stupid will get out of my way. And we're going to click that. And we're going to go on duty. And now you're going to hear a radio beep if we did everything right. There we go. It always tells me there's a new version available, but there's not. I don't know what that's about. So, Arrest Manager by Albo has successfully loaded. Traffic Policer has successfully loaded. And the way to test police radio is just hit left on the D-pad, and it brings up police radio. Alright, so we'll get out of that. We'll run outside. We're going to arrest some random person for no reason, because we're a dick like that. Actually, we're going to pull somebody over while we do it because you want to be able to test all the functions. Alright. So it's this guy's unlucky day right here. So we'll pull him over. And he's going to jail. He just don't know it yet. This is also a good way to test your mimic to make sure that's all working, which it is, which is part of, I believe it's traffic policer. Control Q to stop it. We'll pull up behind him. And that window should be gone because I opted to I don't like that little window that pops up. And now we should get a different menu altogether. No, that's LSPDFR Plus. I'm sorry. Alright, so hello.
Hi.
Hi. And we'll go ahead and step out of the vehicle. And we're going to place her under arrest because I don't like the purse she's wearing. Alright, then we do Shift T. And that grabs her. If you hear my dog in the background, I'm sorry. Then we'll walk over to the car and we're going to push G. That'll put her in it. Now, I don't have search warrant in, so we can't search the vehicle or her yet. I do, however, if you hit right on the D-pad or whatever your button is and Shift O, it'll give her a breathalyzer test. That's all part of traffic policer, and it's all in there in one big file. And she's not drunk. I can do Control 0, which is the drugalizer test. See if she's got any cocaine or cannabis.
Yeah, what's cracking?
What's cracking? Nothing. Alright, so she's good on that, but we're still going to jail because that purse is ugly and she don't need to be wearing that. So we're going to come over here and we can hit Control H, which will bring up the ped manager so we can tow the truck that way. But I also want to make sure that it's through police radio, which police radio we run the, that's how we can tell we'll run the plate.
Oh, no!
So it's going to be 25 kilo. I don't remember V. Victor 0939.
That is messed up.
Suspect's
Alright, so we know that that's working, so we'll hit Control H.
Victor Zebra
Tow truck.
939, no 1099.
1637 radio. You send a tow truck to my location for one, please. So we get the tow truck coming out here to pick that up. Should be right there. There it is. And we're going to call in for someone to come pick her up. 1637 radio. Can I get a prisoner transport unit out here for one, please?
Assistance required for a suspect placed under arrest in Textile City.
I'm 10-8.
Roger.
Actually, I think he meant that he was 10-7, but whatever. And there it is.
Greetings.
And he'll come get this person with an ugly purse out of my car. And that shows that that works. And there you go. So we've tested out traffic policer, we've arrest manager, and police radio. So everything is working. You can test out the corner.
Waste of space.
So let's call the corner, make sure that's working. Don't mind me. We're just going to test the corner. And there is the corner.
Attention Unit 1, Lincoln 16. We have a traffic alert in La Mesa for narcotics in transit.
Alright, so everything is working so far.
Roger.
This guy's an idiot. And I'm a bad shot. Alright, so everything's working. So there's traffic policer, arrest manager, and police radio. I know some of you guys were having an issue with that on the LSPDFR page the other day, or at least one of you was. So hopefully that'll help you straighten that out. And we'll see you in the next tutorial video. Bye, guys.